Why, hello.
Yes.
Guess what episode it is?
If I had to guess. How you doing?
150. Oh, gosh.
Better drink fast.
Jesus. I'm drinking. I mean, I would honestly say my favorite beer of all time. But I'm gonna let that like
marinate.
Just marinate for everybody, because legitimately that's like the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It's a Guinness settling into a cup. Anyway, it is 1:50. It's Monday. We're here at Brew Fitness in Milwaukee. How are you, Chad?
I'm good.
I'm Kevin. You're Chad.
I'm good. You said, how are you doing? I said, I'm good. You said, I'm Kevin.
That's how
about,
good I am.
That's about right.
I'm Kevin. Yeah, man. It's an exciting day.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's Thanksgiving week. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there.
Yeah. Hopefully there's some new listeners on here.
Hopefully some new people show up.
New people join
the
live stream podcast.
If you are new, if you're on the live stream and you're new, if you're a first-time live streamer, just let us know you're here so we can say hello. You know what? Let's do this. Let's just... Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Just take a breath. I know everyone's stressed out. Remember what's important. That's what Thanksgiving is supposed to be about. Obviously, well, maybe you don't know. 15 minutes from here, there was a horrific accident yesterday.
There was.
It's national news. That's literally 15 minutes from where we sit. There was a bad accident. A bad thing happened. And I think hopefully, it's unfortunate that sometimes it takes a bad thing like that to remind yourself that you got to stop and remember what's good in life and what you appreciate. So
I agree.
So,
and it's I don't know. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have heard about it, and it was quite the tragedy around here. I think a lot of people are pretty shaken up about it.
Yeah.
The good thing is that honestly they figured out who did it, apparently, and I'm sure he will pay the consequences.
Yep.
So that's a great thing. Yeah, you got some weird feedback going on in that microphone.
Kevin, you guys can't hear this, but in our headphones, there's like this.
Like
I think we got it fixed.
We got a bug. We got a bug in our headphones. You know.
Oh, okay, hold on.
What's up?
Thank you, Kevin Joyce and Dylan Campbell and Abby Denon and Hannah Chun. And I'm scrolling. All the regulars on the live stream who are complaining now that they get no love. These people are here each and every week. And we talk about getting a membership and joining this.
Say we're like Verizon.
I know.
Only new people get love.
I want to be like Sprint, I think. But if you get a membership, which we're going to talk about in just 1 second.
Okay.
You should get a $50 what is it? Candymania. So you can get on the live stream, not to hang out with Kevin and myself, but to hang out with all the regular people. There's so much fun going on in the comment section in the YouTube. That's why you get a membership, is to be friends with these people.
Yeah, and then I can talk shit to those people.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Joyce over here trying to talk shit to me. I don't know how to pour a Guinness. That looks like a pretty good pour Guinness. And it's in a regular pint cup.
But we can't run
It's a plastic cup. That's not a Guinness cup. Give me a break, Kevin. Oh, gosh. Well, what, I'm supposed to make a little shamrock in there? You know what? You're kicked off the podcast, Kevin.
He's gone.
You want to be mentioned on this podcast? You're kicked off.
I've never
been taught how
we're going to treat him like Voldemort.
I've also never been to Dublin, but I have been to Belfast. Oh, I got an itch on my leg.
The Belfast is a horse race, isn't it?
Belmont.
Oh, Belmont. Belfast.
The Belfast.
Belfast would be
Northern Ireland.
Belfast would be a more appropriate term for a horse race. Like, who's the fastest one in the bell? Never mind. Hey, Rick Cox is in. Thank you for joining us on episode 150. We appreciate you. Happy Thanksgiving.
150. Halfway to 300.
Man.
We'll have to wait all the way until 300 to do the cast of 300.
We talked about that this week. When we get to episode 300, we're going to...
That's a long time from now to wait for that specific movie.
What's the name of the head guy? Not
Gerard
the actor.
Butler?
Not the actor, the character name.
Leonidas?
Oh, it is Leonidas. You've got that down.
King Leonidas?
He's probably going to be the best, but we'll wait 150 more episodes before we get
He might be. He might be.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
So as we're talking about Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for Healthy Roster.
Oh, yeah, we are.
See, that's a professional transition right there.
That was a great transition. Dan would be proud of you.
Healthy Roster. Dan just ran I think he ran a half marathon this weekend.
Crazy.
I think he said his third.
What a crazy guy.
Maybe it's more. Maybe it's seventh. I don't remember. But he's run more than one. It's a half marathon. Good for him.
That's 3 more than I've ever run.
If he works that hard at one time, he know how hard he's going to work for you guys. Them and the folks at Healthy Roster. Go check them out. www.healthyroster.com. They're just good people, and they have a good product.
They do. One of the best products I've ever seen.
Yep. I tell you what, I'm learning a new computer system right now for my new position. And it's slowly. My head was spinning. It made me appreciate how easy Healthy Roster really is to use. And I'm sure it has a few kinks, just like any other system does. Yeah,
of course.
But, man,
Well, what happens when there's a kink? You call up Dan, you call up your representative, and you say, hey, this is happening. And they go, hey, I'm going to fix that for you.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Uh-oh.
That's what they do. Man, this is cool.
Hannah retracted a message. I wonder what she said. Do you think, does that show up on yours?
Yeah. I'm thankful for all of Yoy.
Oh,
and then I'm thankful for all of y'all.
She just misspelled something. I thought she said something dirty.
No.
She normally says
just a
something
typo.
Dirty. So, yeah, thank you, Healthy Roster. Appreciate you.
Yeah, and thank you. I'm thankful for all the potential sponsors, the people that are going to sponsor coming up. We've got a couple big ones.
I hope they're listening because they know they're going to get a shout out way before Kevin Joyce and Dylan do.
Yeah. Well, Dylan's going to get a shout out in his own episode.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's coming up. Dylan's got to do a show, and we're just going to be along for the ride. I can't wait to see what he does.
Yeah.
But what else? Oh, Thanksgiving. You know what? I think of
Potatoes.
in Thanksgiving, I think of football, food, and I always get asked, what do I want for Christmas?
Oh, sure.
It's like that kickoff. It's like, what's your Christmas list? I don't know what to get you.
Send me your list.
If you're listening to this, tell those people, because I'm the worst at like knowing what I want. If you don't know what you want, tell them.
What you really, really want?
Tell them to buy you a Candid Athletic Training membership.
I wanna.
It'll last all year.
I want a Candid Mania.
I want a Candid Mania. I want a full Johnson. You know what? A
Give
wet
me-
whistle.
Give me the full Johnson.
Get a Candid Mania. If somebody's going to splurge for you, tell them, I want a Candid Mania.
I dare somebody.
And then try explaining it to them.
I dare somebody to take a TikTok, a Snapchat of something. When your little cute little aunt goes, oh, what should I get you for Christmas? And be like, you know what I want? I want the full Johnson.
Full Johnson.
Well, let's see what happens.
That would be awesome.
Talk about trending. That would trend.
What do you want for Christmas? Full Johnson.
I want a little wet whistle with a side of full Johnson. And if you give me the whole shebang, oh, I'll love you forever.
I know. So tell those people in your life that that's what you want.
Yeah,
you just need one. You just need one person to do it for you, and then you're on here every week.
Come on,
joining the fun.
Let's be honest. Like, you don't want another sweater,
socks.
You don't want more socks. You're gonna buy your own socks. We're athletic trainers. What do we wear? We wear our teams issued like sweatshirts and sweatpants and blah 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 blah. You got to wear your polo and khakis to work. What you want is some entertainment. And we want Candymania. We want some full Johnson memberships. So you can be on the live show.
You get them to get you a discount or get you a membership. Discount. Then you get the discount when you want to buy stuff.
Totally.
It's a win-win-win situation.
So do you think...
I went shopping this weekend, Kevin. And
you went shopping?
I went shopping.
Did you go shopping for yourself or your kid?
It was both.
Oh.
I want to get a few new like work clothes items.
Okay.
Just but I went through the store and we went to Kohl's. It's like around here. I don't know if it's nationwide, but
I don't know if Kohl's is nationwide.
And it's probably regional, but I went to a Kohl's.
You know what? I was in Oklahoma and I went to a Kohl's.
Okay.
So it's at least almost nationwide.
I went through and I was like, I can buy anything I want. I don't have to buy strictly Adidas gear. I was like, this is going to be awesome. I didn't end up buying anything because I didn't see anything I really, really liked, but I was like, I am not tied to Adidas anymore.
You didn't see anything that you really, really want? You want it?
Spice
You want
Girls. I see where
You
you're going.
have that in my head now.
Tell me what you want, what you really want. We should do well, they're real people.
They are real people.
But they're also, Gary, that's not their real names.
No, yeah, we could. I mean, they were personas, right?
Yeah.
They
Should we fat the Spice Girls? Fat Spice Girls? Can you say
fat some Spice Girls?
That's probably not good. Hey, Caleb Hancock. It's his first time being able to tune in the live stream. Relatively new listener of the podcast. Just wanted to say hi. We appreciate you, Caleb.
Hey, you know what? You're my favorite already.
This is awesome. We got a newbie. So everyone be nice. Caleb, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a new listener. We really appreciate you. Kevin Joyce says they have Kohl's here in New York and Ohio.
Yeah. That's great.
That's awesome.
No wonder that,
they're doing well.
No wonder Herbie had so much money.
Yeah, yeah.
Else got a lot of money is Mr. Kohler. Kohler's got a lot of money too. Anyway,
Kohler.
What else? You know what? I mean, I think it's Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Do you think, as the Candid Athletic Training podcast, we should give anything?
We might.
Okay.
We might.
We
probably will.
We might.
Tune in.
Bum, bum, bum.
Dun-dun. We love giving away stuff.
Hey, maybe before we talk about a really cool feature topic today, we'll let him in on it.
Yeah, maybe.
We
do have a fun show. It's episode 150. Do we have anything else before
Does
we...
150 remind you of anything?
No, not as much as 151. And I don't even drink. I don't even know why that's a thing.
He used to bartend.
Yeah, it's just, hold on. 151 is just the actual liquor, right? It's just 151. It's not mixed anything.
No, I
think
it's
just 151 in the shot glass. It's not like the Three Wise Men where you mix three things, right?
Correct.
It's just 151.
No, yeah, it's a bottle of 151. Like that's what it is. It's 151 proof alcohol.
Okay.
What it's based
Maybe
on,
next week I'll do a shot.
Yeah.
Could you imagine me? How long do you think it would make the show if I did it at the beginning?
I think you would throw up right away. If you took something like that,
burning with Tabasco sauce on it.
Oof. I mean, I would encourage you more to just drink a beer.
Yeah. Well, before we forget, we're here at Brew Fitness MKE. Thank you for hosting the show again. We do appreciate you, Ryan, and staff and everyone. It's just great. Again, Thanksgiving, we appreciate everyone that is so great to us, including you, the listeners.
Yeah. If you're in the Milwaukee area or you are traveling to the Milwaukee area, looking for somewhere to work out, this is a great spot. Great spot.
And they're actually just building a new area. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Improving. Always looking to improve.
So are we.
Oh, we're trying.
Do we want to do anything else, or should we start our show tonight?
We can start the show.
Okay. Oh no. Oh,
what happened?
No, Dylan just said he will buy another whole shebang if I took a shot on the live stream.
How about Dylan, if you can get...
I would probably not make it.
Dylan, if you can get 5 people to buy whole shebangs, I bet he'll do it.
5. If you get 5 friends.
5 friends to do it. And one of those friends could be yourself.
Yeah.
Because gosh darn it,
people like
me.
All right, Kev.
Okay, let's do this show.
It's
so much fun.
Where are we going to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3.
Oh, 4, I guess. 1, 3, 4. 3. All right, 3. Friend.
Oh.
Hey, Sarah Moss has joined the show. Thank you. She's a new live streamer. Love the podcast. Thank you so much for it. No, thank you. You're exactly, Caleb and Sarah are the reason we do it, and our current live stream members. Every single one of you. I know we don't give you enough love, but we do love you. This is about you guys. So,
I can't wait to meet everybody in person.
I know. I cannot wait till we can do a live event. Let's just freaking do it.
We got to do that soon. Maybe next summer, right?
Yeah. We're going
I mean, you don't have anything
summer.
going on. Maybe we'll do it in the spring. Maybe we'll do a celebratory Chad isn't traveling in the spring. Everybody come to Milwaukee.
Man, that would be so much fun. Ote, you picked 3, which is friend or foe, and I This is just going to be a random one for you because I just came up with it 2 minutes before the show started.
Give it to me.
Friend or foe, Kevin? Food in the athletic training room. There's just two ways of looking at this.
It is
friend or foe. Food in the athletic training room. If you're on the live stream.
Oh my God.
If your name is Caleb or Sarah, let us know what you think.
Caleb or Sarah.
Everyone else, we don't care. Just kidding.
It's, you know what? It's a foe.
It's a foe. No.
Unfortunately, it's a foe because people ruined it.
Food for the athletes. Athletes having food in the ATR. Friend or foe. And the only way it could be a friend is if they share it. But if there is none allowed, then you'll never get it. So it's kind of like a.
How about
if you allow the food in the ATR, there's a chance you might get some.
Or there's a chance that there's always going to be some left there.
Yeah.
That a plate, wrappers, the, Jimmy John's, soda cup.
Because, obviously, if it's your ATR, you can have food in there. It's just too easy to say food in there for you, but not for the. I want for the athletes. Is it
for the athletes?
Just straight up a foe, or is there a little bit of a friend in there?
I'm gonna say, okay. Early in my career, when I didn't have ownership of my athletic training room, I went foe. Like I went along with the foe.
Faux show.
There was no food allowed in the athletic training room. We could have food in the office, but not in the athletic training room. Including athletes. Like if if you really need to eat something, but you need to be in here, like why don't you just put it in the office and scarf it down or whatever. When I got to the minor leagues, I had a very spill-friendly athletic training room. It was just like the rubber floor.
Didn't matter.
Yeah, it just really didn't matter. On top of it, I just literally used it as a don't abuse the privilege.
Mm-hmm.
So I allowed it until anybody made me take it away.
Sure.
And I never had to take it away.
That's awesome.
So
you're saying friend.
That in that situation, it was a friend. Like I just overwhelmingly, like from your high school athletic trainer to even your middle school athletic trainer, like it's going to be a foe. It's going to be a foe. I think
it can only be more work for you to clean up.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you can win that battle unless you have a small group, maybe a really small school, maybe a small group like one team is only using your one athletic training room. Then maybe it can work. Otherwise, it's going to be a foe.
Oh, I just like food so much. What do we got for a result? You put it up on the live stream poll. It's close, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's 50-50.
It's as close as it can be.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I think, man, we had a really strong rule of no food in the ATR, in the main ATR. And I know the satellite athletic training room, the athletic training room just for the soccer teams, it was kind of not as enforced. Mostly because the teams practiced the one team practiced super early, so they would eat their breakfast while doing pre-practice treatments. And I didn't necessarily care. However, now that I think about it, they never really brought me any breakfast, so screw them. Back when I did that.
I will say, every once in a while at the end of the night with dinner, like it was really nice to have my athletes be able to come in, use the training tables as a table to eat off of, and like we could bullshit around, we could have the end of the night kind of just hanging out.
Yeah.
That was a nice camaraderie opportunity.
Sarah says as long as they can clean their mess up, it's fine. Otherwise, it's banned. Kyle Rutledge just joined. Hello, Kyle. He said,
Kyle.
it's a friend until that one freshman football player spilled Taco Bell nacho cheese on your treatment table. Oh, that's funny.
Well, I mean, the next the
There's
question
nothing.
is,
There's nothing.
did you
better
wipe
than-
it up or did you pick up some chips and clean it up with some chips? That's what I want to know.
I love nacho cheese.
Uh-oh. We got 9
Snack
votes.
drawer. There's snack drawers everywhere.
Snack drawers.
I'm gonna say it's. Man, do you usually eat the same thing as your athletes? Like what they bring in? Man, I don't know. Whatever.
Well, I did.
I'm
I
gonna.
had the- I
I'll
had
just
the
say
same
I'm gonna
meals.
agree with you. I think it's a faux. Oh, Kayla, At Ravino, H Ravino.
Trevino. Hey.
Welcome to the podcast.
I wonder if somebody has a really, really good
Oh, she made
golfing
it. That sounds
grandfather.
like not your problem. Haha, I get it.
Nacho
It's
prop.
not your problem. Very good. Well played. Okay, I'm saying faux. You're saying faux. I went from really enforcing that rule to not enforcing it to I don't know anymore. Should they be
agree.
allowed to eat? I mean, here's the thing. Our job is to make sure that they're healthy, and then when we talk about how important nutrition is, but we say, "Oh, you should eat, but just don't eat in here."
Just only when I tell you and
Yeah,
where I
like-
tell you to eat.
Is that right? I don't know.
It's not.
It's a little hypocritical, isn't it?
Sometimes.
But now we should teach them to clean up after their damn selves.
And that was my point.
That's the thing.
like that was
Can
my
you
whole
not
thing.
leave the wrapper or your empty water bottle?
Oh. I mean, maybe that's part of what can make this profession better is that we are
Save that one. We never even told them what the featured topic is.
What?
We're gonna reinvent. We're reinventing athletic training. We're gonna put down the rules on how to make it better.
I mean, we're only doing a couple. We're gonna ask for some help as we talk.
Similar to our commandment, thou shall. Remember
Thou
we-
shall. That
Right.
was a good one.
Yeah, I don't even remember what we said. We might
No, me
double
neither.
down. So
Thou shalt not eat in the athletic training.
I guess not. All right, Kevin. 1, 2, or 4.
4.
4 is our FMK. So if you're new to the program, F1, marry one, kill one here. We're doing spills on your pants, on your clothes. We're going to give you 3 things. We're going to give you ultrasound gel on your clothes.
Spills on the clothes.
We're going to give you massage lotion
Ooh.
on the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to give you an analgesic balm.
What?
Some sort of
Anal.
analgesic. We want you to F1, marry one, kill one. I think the live stream will get a little ridiculous here.
I mean, you have to.
And I got a little ultrasound gel on my privates today at work at the new job, and I was like, oh, this is
Wait, on the outside?
on the outside,
Oh.
right? In the crotchal region.
You weren't in the bathroom, were you?
No,
All right.
no.
Okay. So ultrasound gel, man, they all kind of like they're just gonna leave like a mark there.
Yeah, it's going to look like you jizzed yourself.
Ultrasound gel just is so. At least it's water based though, so it'll come out. It's gonna, it's not gonna be there forever. Where oil based massage lotions,
3.
red.
Red. That's too easy.
Red
Houston
rub.
Rockets.
Some of your massage lotions are oil based, and some of it's orange and blue. Chargers. No, that's orange and yellow.
Orange and blue.
Orange and blue.
All I'm thinking is Boise State.
Boise
State, right?
Islanders. Oh, Boise State. Yeah.
The Knicks?
Knicks, I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah, we had this before, and Kevin was like naming all the New York teams. And
Yeah.
like, oh,
It's the only 2 colors they have in that state.
So
He just did it again.
here he goes. I'm gonna marry ultrasound gel because it's quick lubrication. I'm gonna F. Oh man, I gotta F the massage lotion. Have to.
Silky smooth.
I mean, in reality, at least I'm not going to have a substance on my pants that could eventually hurt me in other places. So I'm I'm gonna kill the analgesic bomb. And you know what? Most of the analgesic bombs are like thick too. Well, not all of them.
That might make it easier to clean, like to just minimize the damage.
Just a little quick.
Yeah.
Little cleanup.
Okay, I'm going to kill the analgesic bomb, I think, as well, because more often than not, it's the only one that's going to give you a tint of color, too. Like, all three are going to leave a stain, but if it's just a clear stain, or like you get a little red or orange to you, it's just kind of weird.
Well, and I also think ultrasound gel will, it'll dry. Right?
Maybe.
Were you wearing khakis?
Dress pants.
Dress pants.
Yeah.
Ooh, dang, you got a fancy job, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know how fancy it is.
When was the last time you wore dress pants to work?
When I used to work at the restaurant. No, I think a few times at the college when I covered basketball. Because we've talked about this. I don't understand why
college basketball has to dress up.
Basketball ATs in general feel the need that they have to wear a tie and get all fancy. Like, what are you talking about? You're still going to deal with blood and stuff. What do we got?
Have you ever had a patient or athlete fresh off of a spray tan get on your table?
Oh, who said that? Kayla. That is tough. I did just have my last week at the school. The cross country girls definitely had been spray tanning for sure, and I was like when you just notice it more when you're doing certain things.
Yeah. I don't get spray tan. I get tanning, and I get not tanning, but I don't get spray tan. I just don't get it. I don't get why you want to look blotchy. No offense to anybody that spray tans that's listening right now, but
or an unnatural color,
or like orange.
Aren't you glad you did it? No.
Aren't you glad you didn't do that?
Nobody did. Okay, so I'm gonna kill the analgesic bombs too, just because I'm worried about the color, the discoloration in the stain.
Wait, did you say you're worried about discharge?
Yeah, the discoloration.
Oh, discoloration.
Yeah. If you're gonna make a problem, don't make it a double problem. So
it's only an out.
Massage cream and ultrasound gel. The viscosity.
You got to go with viscosity.
For what?
Effing.
Well, isn't the ultrasound gel a little bit more viscous?
I don't know. Depends on which one you got. Most analgesic bombs are pretty thick.
I'll F with the ultrasound gel.
Water-based lubricant.
Yeah. I just think it's going to be easier to clean up.
Yep.
And I like that.
Because,
there's nothing worse than finishing what you're doing. And then,
what are you marrying?
I'm marrying the massage lotion.
Okay.
Right. I'll marry the massage lotion. I'll F with the ultrasound gel just because of the cleanup situation. Easy cleanup is what it's about. It's closer to nap time.
You know what? You're right.
And then I'll kill the analgesics. What do we got here on the comments?
Who knows?
It went from spray tans to body glitter. Okay, we can't.
All I know is that you should have been on this podcast because it's open to everybody.
You're gonna regret it.
Hearing and reading some stuff.
If you're listening to this, you're regretting. And if you get yourself a membership, you can do this every week. It's
CandidAthleticTraining.com.
It's literally $1 a week.
Well, yeah, we'll give you 2 free weeks.
Yeah, it's less than. And newsflash, there's more. Anyways.
Newsflash.
All right, Kevin, you want to do our fat or you want to do our top 5?
Oh, that was cool. Kayla, Candid, can and did. I like that. We need to put that on a t-shirt. We're going to steal that.
Yeah, we'll give you one.
What do we have left?
We got our fat and top 5. Yeah, one or two.
Go to 1.
1 is our fat. Fictional.
Fatty, fat.
Fictional, athletic.
You see how much I weighed earlier? Man, I'm fat.
That scale was off by at least 5 pounds.
Okay, sure, whatever.
But that doesn't mean that what we were arguing about was off by 5 pounds.
It's not.
We were trying to guess how heavy a Hex Bar.
Yeah, how heavy is a Hex Bar? If the first person to get it right, we will announce you on air.
Yeah, if you're on the live stream, tell us what you think.
A Hex Bar,
a Hex Bar, deadlift Hex Bar.
Deadlift Hex Bar. How much does a standard deadlift Hex Bar?
Because Kevin didn't know.
I assumed very wrong.
Well, if it was Price is Right, I was closer.
You were.
So, you get your answers in now.
Get your answers.
All right, so we're gonna do, and it's just because I wanted to watch this. My wife wanted to watch it really bad because we've been watching Stranger Things, and she was tired of like the scary stuff. She wanted something funny. She just needed some good humor in her life. So she's like, let's watch 21 Jump Street.
Good old fashioned humor.
So we're gonna do
with Johnny Depp.
21 Jump Street,
like
the movie.
Oh, okay.
Kayla, I got 1.5 episodes left, and then I'm all caught up. They're all guessing wrong.
But read one of them. You get that one.
All right, good. All right, and he's right. Yeah.
Did you see?
Yeah.
Okay.
So far,
only one of you has said half a correct answer.
Yep.
And that would be Dylan.
Yep, Dylan.
Because he somehow knew that they come in 55 and 75. And apparently our gym uses 75. I went to go pick up this thing.
I thought they were 55 or 60, but This one is 73.
And I've literally my entire life of picking up heavy things or telling people to pick up heavy things, I've thought those things were 45 pounds. I've never weighed one. It's so crazy. But you learn something every day. Well,
this means that everyone's stronger than they thought.
Shut your mouth, Nate. This is America.
Okay.
We're talking pounds.
We're doing Schmidt versus Jenko.
How many stone is 75 pounds?
How many what?
Stone. Do you know how much a stone is?
I thought a stone was 7 pounds.
Is it?
So I think it'd be 10.8. Do you know how much a stone is?
I don't.
75 divided by 7 would be 10.7 something. He just lifted a dead body.
14 pounds.
Oh, you just typed in how? Okay, so then it would be 75 divided by 14. Be 5.28 something, maybe 5.28, or sorry, 5.28. Give it to me.
5.35.
Damn it!
I don't. Why a stone? Like I know a pound is a very just. It is what it is.
Friend or foe?
I wonder why they do
dealing in a metric system. It's the friend for the rest of the country. All right. Anyways, let's go back. We got off track. It's never happened in 150 episodes. The first time we've ever got off track.
What are we talking about?
Jumping streets.
What?
They should
21 of them.
21 Jump Street.
All right. Have you ever seen the original TV show? You're old.
No, I don't think I have actually.
All right. Me neither. Johnny Depp. That's where you got to start, I think.
I know.
And then he went, all druggy and weird. And then he came back not
He's
druggy.
Still druggy
and really
and weird.
Not druggy, though. He apparently clean.
Oh.
Him and Robert Downey Jr. had the same.
So he's in this movie, 21 Jump Street.
He totally is.
Makes a cameo appearance.
Yes, he does. Now, he's supposed to be more like Channing Tatum, I think, right? Or do they kind of change the characters? I don't know anything about the original show. Nothing.
I don't know either.
Other than the premise of it. And that's it. I don't know any character development. Anyway, Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill, Ice Cube, right?
Ice Cube, yep. But we're just going to do the two main characters.
No, we're just doing the two main characters. Because Ice Cube would clearly win.
Yeah, because he's just ruthless. Okay, so what do you think here? Should we start with Schmidt?
Sure.
Schmidt is Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
So he's kind of he's the smart one, but the I mean, this is a brains versus brawn. This is really going to come down to what's more important, the brains or the brawn a little bit.
At the same time,
there's some other stuff.
Like, I mean, working with people, Channing Tatum kind of like he can fit in with a group a lot easier.
I don't know. Not in this movie. Not in the first one.
I thought it was the second one they can't.
Okay, so in the first one, he was like the cool kid, young, and then when he got older, he was kind of the misfit.
Yeah, because in college, all of a sudden, if you're smart,
no, high school. They went back to high school. The second one, they went to college.
That's what I'm saying. The first one, Jonah Schmidt, is kind of the awkward one at first. He can't really figure out how to find friends and this and that, right? Like he's struggling because he's back in his
Slim Shady.
Slim Shady.
He dressed up like Eminem in the beginning of the movie in the flashback scene. Yeah,
I really didn't help him.
Yeah.
Slim Shady.
And he choked under pressure. He was
choked under pressure.
He wanted to talk to the female and he couldn't spit it out. Even as he got better, he still did it.
I mean, but then, yeah.
So book smart, but cracking under pressure is a huge drawback here.
It's a huge drawback if you're in the traditional setting. I mean, the most important parts of your job are those moments that you don't crack under pressure and people are like, oh, wow, I'm really glad that you're around me. Those are the most important parts of your job. They're not what you do the most.
Yeah.
And they're not what is going to, say solidify you as a good athletic trainer.
Sure.
But the most important, like, changing moments of your careers are going to be those handling the pressure moments.
He's the one that wanted to follow the rule book a little bit more.
Yeah, because he knows the rules.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you know all the rules, you probably follow them a little more.
He actually knew his Miranda rights. You have the right to suck my dick. Oh, God, we'll get there.
I can't quote that movie, I don't think.
Well, I only can because I watched it a couple nights ago.
I've seen it maybe 3 times.
But how about running onto the field? He couldn't do it. He couldn't run and chase the biker gang.
Struggle bus.
Yeah. Tough. It's going to be tough. But really means well, compassionate.
It's a little emotional, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. Is that a bad thing?
It can be.
When it means you crack under pressure.
Yeah. I don't think if you're emotional you create a good bond with all your athletes or your patients or whoever, and you really care for them and you get emotional that they succeed, sure, that works. But
he was also the one that was more likely to change his personality to try and fit in. I don't know if that's good or bad. Where Jenko was like that, this is who I am.
Jenko. What a name.
I know.
What the heck? Who named him? He's tough. He's tough as an athletic trainer.
Dylan brings up Schmidt had the emergency care when Jenko was stabbed.
Oh, that's cool. That's a good point.
No. Yep. Well, who gets stabbed at the party? Jenko got stabbed? I just watched that. I don't remember which one got stabbed.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little...
But there was no universal precautions.
Totally threw those out the window. Jeez. Where are your gloves, dude? What are you doing? Yeah, no, he gets stabbed at the party.
One of the two gets stabbed.
Because he steps
then they pour
in,
the alcohol in it.
Yeah, Jenko steps in and accident or gets stabbed instead of Schmidt or something. God, I can remember 22 Jump Street a little more right now.
Yeah. My name's Jeff. My name's Jeff.
So Jenko
is the cool guy, the athletic one.
He's going to get along with a lot of people. I mean, he's going to...
Yeah, even when he went back and he didn't fit in, he still fit in with at least some people because he was just true to himself. Boy, under the pressure situations, he was a little bit more comfortable.
At the same time, he has this like...
little bit of a rule breaker, but still like...
He has a little he's not very sure of
because he's not smart.
Who he is, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He knows he can be a jock. Yeah. He knows he can party. but he doesn't know how to have a profession.
That's true.
Right.
And he like when Schmidt was kind of bad talking and he was listening through the they tapped the microphone.
Yep.
He took it a little personal when he
Yes.
thought that they didn't care for him.
Correct.
Which could be us. You know, at the end of the day when we get something wrong and we go home and we second guess, that's kind of how we all feel.
I thought you meant we were like Jenko.
No, I mean, I'm just saying athletic trainers in general. We want our athletes to like us deep down.
We do. And
I'm going Jenko all the way on this.
all the way.
100%. Without a doubt. Even if he doesn't know the Miranda rights, maybe you don't know all of it. You just
I have no idea.
make it up on the fly. Figure it out.
I have no idea what a 3- means on the manual muscle testing scale anymore. I can honestly
3-.
I can honestly tell you I have no idea what in the book that said. I bet it's like, I don't know. I'm not even going to say it. So I think I'm an all right athletic trainer. So I think Jenko also wins.
A wang being cut
Jenko.
off. No, he was shot. His dick was shot off. Which was the only time that Schmidt actually did come through is he pulled the trigger and shot the guy's dick off.
He did.
Which was just good cinema. So you said you're going Jenko. I'm
Totally
going Jenko. Let us, if you're on the live stream, I'm guessing everyone here else, everyone's just in love with Channing Tatum. They don't care about the actual characters. They just think that Channing Tatum is hot to trot.
Hot to trot? What does that even mean?
They just like the way he
They
looks.
just want him to trot out there?
Yeah,
He's a proud stallion?
Sarah Moss also agrees. Never knew the difference between minus and plus. Why don't we just go 1 to 7? Why 3 minus 3 plus? Just add 2 more numbers and just make it instead of 5. Just make it to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's the same. Like we were never taught a.
Fuck you, science.
We got quotes going on in the comments here. So if you wanna laugh and play along, please refer to the comments.
I gotta look them up here. Fuck you, science.
Do you remember like learning like an effusion scale?
Do you even know the Miranda rights? It obviously starts with you have the right to remain an attorney. Did you say you have the right to be an attorney? Well, you have the right to be an attorney if you want. Never mind.
I mean, we could just play the movie. If
I know.
We'd get that little like warning symbol on YouTube again that like you're using copyrighted like stuff. So
you asked if effusion what?
Yeah. Do you ever remember learning an effusion scale?
1 to 3?
And like pluses and minuses?
Not so much.
I don't. And I remember like getting into working with another athletic trainer.
Isn't one like an egg?
And they were like, "Oh, I think this is like a 2 minus like effusion." And I'm like,
doesn't have
what the F are you talking about?
Something to do with the egg, right? Size of an egg?
I don't know. Like, is it swollen or is it not?
Yeah.
Like,
do you see?
I would rather you take a girth measurement, not on me, but like on a swollen area. Well,
that's FMK.
Yeah.
Swollen areas is what you're going for.
That's what we get with this crew. Always talking about swollen areas. But yeah, I don't know. Jenko.
Okay, I agree, Jenko.
Should I even put a poll up?
If you want. But let's do our top 5 in the meantime.
Okay.
Oh, Hannah loves girth.
Nope.
Oh, I didn't add these up. So, Kevin, we polled 100 athletic trainers, and we asked them, how many gallons of sports drink do you provide in a week?
How many gallons of sports drink do I provide in a week?
Yep.
If you're asking me, 0. But how many at your new job? How many times have you filled a cooler?
The water cooler? The
Okay,
Gatorade or the sports drink cooler?
How many times have you filled a cooler?
0.
I have hooked up a new water bottle to a, water dispenser. 10 times, maybe?
Yeah.
A 5-gallon jug.
Do you miss it, Seahawks?
No, I don't miss it in the least. Like, I will promise you that I will not ever miss making Gatorade. Now that's Chiefs.
That's actually Tampa Bay.
Green and yellow?
That's not green.
I mean, sorry, orange and yellow?
I was like, we got... Dylan's not the only
sure?
colorblind person on this podcast.
Are you sure
tonight.
that's not green? I bet I can convince you that that's green. It smells like green. Why don't you smell it?
This is Chiefs right here.
I'm orange and yellow. So that is classic Tampa Bay. That is Chiefs, sir. Red and yellow. What else is orange and yellow?
Houston Astros.
Brown.
Yeah.
Anyway. 1. Did you add those up or no?
I did. We're good.
Oh, yeah. That's all I was doing was stalling.
Thank you.
So 1, 10 gallons. 2, 100 gallons. 3, 74 gallons. 4, 142 gallons. Number 5, 241 gallons.
I'm trying to figure out mathematically if you were trying to do it by 6 gallons. 74.
Started with 10.
Start from the bottom. Now we're here.
Threw some 7s in there. Took out some 3s. And then I said, you know what? Some people are going to be like, you know what? I only used half of that gallon. Or half of that 3 gallon. Or half of that 7 gallon. And so there's going to be some awkward numbers in there.
Awkwardness.
Who are you thumbsing up to?
Shagun wanted to know if he could deadlift down there.
Oh, God, yeah.
He's like,
go get strong, dude.
Yeah, he's going to lift some heavy weights here at Brew Fitness MKE. Okay.
All sport drink. All sport drink. What do we got?
Here we go.
10, 174, 142, 241.
We had a tie for 4th place. 4 athletic trainers said they make 7 gallons in a week.
Ooh.
4 athletic trainers said they make 30 gallons of sports drink in a week.
Okay.
That was tied for 4th. In 3rd place, 7 athletic trainers said they make 20 gallons of sports drink in a week.
20. Okay.
2 10 gallons. Though you don't really make 10. Never mind. We'll get into that. 2nd place, 12 athletic trainers said they make 10 gallons of drink a week.
Okay.
And in 1st place, 45 people.
45 people. That's a lot of people.
Almost half.
Okay.
Said they make 0 gallons of sports drink a week. So we're not providing the sports drink anymore.
Okay. How is Gatorade still in business then?
Maybe that's why they're not sponsoring our show yet, because they're not making enough. But if you sponsored us, maybe we'd help you get more sales.
They actually make no money off of sports. Like, meaning they make no money off of the universities buying Gatorade from them. They make all the money off of everything else.
The bars, Gatorade bars, chews, all that stuff.
No, it's
the cups.
It's the layperson going to a gas station to buy a Gatorade.
Sure.
That's where they make the money.
Well, maybe. Well, anyways, they should still sponsor with us. So somebody get them.
We'll help them with all their research.
Yep. I've got 3 Gatorade videos lined up in my head that I want to do on TikTok or Instagram. Just sponsor us, and I'll show you what the people want. Kevin wants a Guinness sponsorship.
You better believe it. But I'm telling Gatorade, well, Gatorade and Guinness should sponsor me, because Guinness should sponsor me at night and Gatorade should sponsor me in the morning. If Gatorade can like figure out a way to make us all a little more mobile in the morning, then heck, man, I'm down for that.
A little caffeine
Let's
in their
do that
product.
research.
So first off, half the people said they don't provide. Does that surprise you?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I think when it comes to being cost conscious, it doesn't surprise me. But at the other time, the other side of the equation is when we talk about preventing injuries, isn't having our athletes properly hydrated and or having the right nutrition part of promoting that? Isn't that preventing injuries a little bit?
Absolutely.
Do you see where I'm going?
Yeah, but I don't think you need to provide a sports drink for that.
So we don't have to provide for them.
I think you can go to the store and buy a pound of pink Himalayan sea salt and get a better result.
Do you?
Totally.
So here's the thing, though. So
Now,
like
will they drink it? That's always the question.
at UWM
Will they drink it?
when I just worked.
Yeah. How many gallons did you make? Because you made it every morning.
Yeah, usually, unless there was too much made the previous day, then I wouldn't. I would say I would make 30 gallons a week.
That's it?
And that's just me, but other athletic trainers were also making Gatorade because I wasn't the only one. I made it for everyone, and then there were a couple teams that made it specifically for their teams.
To bring on their court.
To bring it out.
I mean, I remember.
And then there was also our women, like our men's and women's soccer program would make Gatorade on the other side of campus.
Yeah.
So we were probably going through something around, I bet you if I'm making 30 gallons. No, you know what? I wasn't making 30. I was usually I would say I'd make 15 to 20 gallons a week. So we were probably going through, as an entire group, 10 gallons a day, maybe 50 gallons a week.
How many athletes were there at UW-Milwaukee?
300-ish. 3 to 350, somewhere in there.
300, okay? So for you, how many ounces in a gallon?
How many ounces are in a gallon? 128.
Okay. So how many ounces in a cup? 8, right?
Yeah.
So
it's 15 glasses.
So say you needed to drink 1 cup of Gatorade a day to stay properly hydrated.
Which is probably you need more, but
so we're gonna make it easy though.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna we can say 2.
Okay.
But to maintain the right electrolyte balance to water balance, right?
Yeah.
Do you think amongst 300 athletes, the school was making enough Gatorade?
Not even close.
So then what are we doing? We're just keeping it. We're just that far from injury.
An option.
Well, that's
for the ones
that
want to take it serious.
So we would make a 10 gallon for every game.
Yeah.
Right. And sometimes we would need more.
Yep.
But we would make a 10 gallon for every game, and we had say 25 athletes. And now ice, all the above, like it wasn't 10 gallons of liquid.
Nope.
But thinking back to working in a Division I college, and people are coming by with that 1 Gatorade cup, and if that's all they're drinking for that day, did it really help them at all?
No, probably not. Not enough.
So then, therefore, I totally get it why people are like, why would I even make it?
Yeah.
We're not even doing anything.
And Sarah said, I don't have the space to be making it or storing it or the time to clean it up.
Or the proper way to do it, because you put the ice in first.
Oh, that's one of the videos I want to make so bad.
Come on, Gatorade. You know you want it.
Just give us a couple $100 bones. We'll do some fun videos for you.
Just put us on your website. For Christ's sake. Give me free Gatorade.
So we did have one person say, this is per week again. Per week. You want to guess what the biggest answer was?
Yeah. It was 200.
Nope.
What?
400.
Okay. Thank you.
So I'm wondering if that's our friend Rick or Evan with the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
400 a week.
I mean,
that's 60 gallons a day.
Well, I'm thinking
Or is it a college athletic trainer?
Well, that's at like a big old Division
I want to reach out to our friend Lauren, who's working with Coach Primetime.
Well, he probably drinks a lot of Gatorade.
I want to know how much she's making. I'm going to text her and see if she answers us by the end of the show. I'm going to text her and find out.
I want to know what
a D1.
What is
college football?
Does Primetime have any influence in what flavor she makes? Or is she so Primetime that she doesn't make it anymore?
Yep. I know.
I bet she lost your number.
Nope. So we're texting her to find out. I'm going to see how much does Coach Deion Sanders drink in a week. All right.
Glenn on the podcast. My athletes like Biosteel. What the heck is Biosteel?
Glenn, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, but I want to know what is Biosteel?
Kind of makes me, just the name alone makes me think it's great. Biosteel. Like, ugh. Like you just become Wolverine?
This is a real thing?
Or Magneto?
Biosteel. Looks like a recovery drink. Oh my
Patrick
God,
Mahomes,
we got Patrick Mahomes.
And I couldn't see who that was. Too fast. Too many big name athletes drinking Biosteel.
It might have been Cam.
Maybe they'll sponsor us.
We got U.S. women's soccer. What is this stuff?
What's in it? Well, we need sponsors. We need one of these companies, Powerade, Gatorade,
Biosteel.
whomever.
I mean, we'll gladly figure out how to talk about Biosteel on this podcast. Never heard of you.
Oh, Hayden, is it Jaco? Sorry, Hayden. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. At Texas State, we use 60 gallons of Powerade a day just for practice.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, that's
what I'm saying.
It's a lot of stirring. Do you, Hayden? Do you use both hands when you stir?
Because
do you
alternate? Don't stir it.
Don't stir?
You don't stir it.
Bullshit.
You put the powder in and you use the hose to stir it.
We gotta put that on social media.
Why would you?
Oh, this is a great question. Stir, friend or foe? Stirring your power. Oh, everyone's talking. Biosteel is super popular on our show. They should definitely sponsor us.
I mean, well, no, nobody on this show drinks Biosteel, so therefore they should sponsor us.
Sports drink.
We need more exposure for Biosteel, right?
Yeah. Where the hose at? Mix it with the hose. Where the hose at?
Okay.
This is my favorite show we've done in a long while. Biosteel. They use the hose to stir.
I don't know how to ask this poll. We're gonna have to do that on like social media again.
The stirring?
The stirring.
Oh, I have it. I have it written down. We'll do a friend or foe.
I was gonna do it right.
I'll do a friend or foe stirring your sports drink. Friend or foe. That's going to be on next week's show for 151. Do you stir your 151?
Did they still have that huge whisk at?
Hell yeah! I bought them that whisk from the restaurant.
Jesus Christ! Oh, I didn't tell you. I ran into John the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he stopped in the clinic. We had a nice little talk for like 20 minutes. It was great.
John stopped talking after Wow.
Hey, no, I had to go treat a patient, and so it was like, "Hey, John, get the heck out of here." Anyway, do we have anything else?
That's it. We're gonna go to.
What are we talking about? Top 5?
Our feature topic.
Oh, I'll get this.
Did you legitimately just ask if we did top 5? Because that was the very last thing we did.
Well, I was saying, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, top 5.
Okay. So he's leaving because he doesn't want to get in on this feature topic. So I'll break it down. We mix in some fun topics and sometimes we mix in some serious ones. And this one, it's a big show for us. It's 150, and people want to know.
Sorry, that's loud.
How people seem to like when we talk about the profession in a global perspective.
Global.
So we're going to talk about how we would make it better. The Candid guys.
That's one way.
Kevin's first rule is drinking on the job. Would make the profession better. I can't disagree with that.
I mean, this is part of my job. Keep spilling on my hand.
So if you're on the live stream and you have something that you would think would make the profession better.
Brought to you by Guinness.
If you'd like to reinvent how we do this. Because let's face it, everyone seems to be frustrated in general right now. And it doesn't mean we're all leaving the profession.
Well, I think
what is it called? The great what?
Recession or the great reorganization. The great something like that.
Everyone's leaving, right?
The great
We're not.
Gatsby. It's the first thing that came up. Resignation.
The great resignation.
Resignation. Those are big words for athletic trainers.
Mm-hmm.
Resignation. How athletic trainers don't know how to put in their resignation.
Glenn says, hand in the ice bag for stirring. Then you can feel what's not mixed.
What?
I
That is
have
a
done it.
new one.
You've never done that?
That is a new one.
I've done it. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably not the most sanitary, but I've done it. You've like if I'm on the road, if I was on the road and I had to make Gatorade and I didn't have anything, hand in an ice bag.
It's a big ice
mix
bag.
it. You have to be careful that you don't fill your 7 or 10 gallon too full because it'll go above the ice bag and then you're completely sticky. You have to be like below 5 gallons.
You know what?
And you're just using your fingertips.
I bet. I mean, you know who would be really good at that? Most veterinarians.
Yep.
They'd be really good at that.
All right. So we already, one person just said better hours. Dylan said better hours.
Yeah, but what are better hours?
Yeah.
So okay. So
you want me to go first?
You go first, but I want to. One of the things that brought this up is you were on Twitter because you do all of our Twittering, and you responded to somebody that was talking about, I'm sick of explaining what athletic training is. I'm sick of there not being like on the drop down for what is your job? And you click that drop down and athletic trainer's not there. Like you have to go under like healthcare other in order to qualify yourself.
We're not recognized.
We're not recognized, right? So we all complain about it. We all complain about it, all complain about it.
So
what do we do about it?
And so that's part of, yes, it's not being, people don't know what we do. That's step one. Okay. And I think in order for that to get better, as I was thinking about this podcast, this particular segment, one thing stood out to me. It's the fact that we are so disjointed as a profession in terms of we allow state practice acts to dictate what we can and cannot do. So if I'm an athletic trainer in Wisconsin, I can do this set of skills. But if I go 3 states over, I can't do the same things. And if I go 6 states over, I can probably do some of the things. And so nobody knows what we do or don't do because depending on where you live, it's different. And if we are truly a nationwide profession, we are more than a nationwide profession. We are a profession all across the world.
Prestige.
Worldwide. So let's stop fucking around. Let's all do the same thing. Let's all be allowed to do the same things. I'm sorry. So a little bit, state practice acts can suck it. A little bit. We want to be bigger than state practice acts. We want to be global. We want to be able, so I don't get it. I just don't get it. And so people don't know what we do because we all do things a little bit different. We're all taught a little bit different. We're all told different things. Like the education is different. It's like you just said before, you never heard of the swelling.
Fusion scale, yeah.
Why don't we all know the same shit? We talked about this in the education probably 2 or 3 months ago.
Correct.
Like standardization. Should we have standardization? I think we should if we want to be taken a little bit more seriously. So that's where I would start. I would start with, let's all do the same shit so then we can talk about what we do so people know what we do and then people understand our value. Because right now, nobody knows. It's like Fight Club. We can't talk about it. So, and then, all right, anyways, that's where I would start with the profession.
Our listeners are ridiculous.
What are they? I'm missing it because I just went on a Chad rant.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go on my rant, on your rant in a second. The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa.
Prestige worldwide. Boats and hoes. Boats and hoes.
And that's what you get with this
just
podcast.
Put your nuts on my drum set. Well, I just said that wrong.
Did you
drum
just put your
set.
nuts on my drum set? No, I didn't put your nuts
I
on
said
my
drum
set.
sack.
So, it's confusing because why do we have a national exam except for Texas, I think, is still out of it. Why do we have a national exam, but we don't have a national, practice act, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one of two things needs to happen. Either we need to have a national practice act that we are recognized as a higher level of healthcare provider, and we need to take whatever state. I think Wisconsin's is pretty solid. There are other ones that like limit a lot of athletic training duties to mixing Gatorade.
Yeah.
And we all know that we're better than that, or I shouldn't say better than that, but more than that. And the other option there is you should have to get certified in your state. When I did my massage therapy license, I had to take a state exam instead of a national exam. But that state exam was recognized by a national board.
Yeah.
Now, massage therapy is definitely not as organized as athletic trainers, as you could probably imagine. But I agree with you in that what are we doing that legitimately, if you're on one side of a border, you can needle, and then you drive 10 minutes south and you can't.
Yeah.
When there's
or traveling with a team, you go out of state, and then it's like, oh, you're really not supposed to do that. Well,
correct.
What do you mean?
Like when you are traveling, all of a sudden you're traveling with a college team, a high school. I mean, there's plenty of high school teams that travel across borders. There's zero reason that you shouldn't be able to continue the same level of care. Now, what's holding that back? Other practice acts, probably, right? Other practice acts from physical therapy, occupational therapists, physicians, so forth, that don't want their toes stepped on. I think that's the origin of getting accreditation, right? The origin of getting accreditation was to create the bare minimum standard across the board of what it means to be an athletic trainer. But we haven't gone, since accreditation, we have not gone anywhere with it to actually maintain a level. It's always still been like up and down between different states. And so I do agree with you that one of two things need to happen. We create a national like practice act, or each state, you need to be certified in that state. And I'm sorry, that would be really messy. But I do like, I don't know how, I also don't want like any kind of, I don't want the possibility of making it a federal practice act, taking away things of athletic trainers right now that we should be allowed to do. Yeah. Like dry needling. I dry a needle every single freaking day. Every goddamn day. There's no reason somebody in whatever state can't learn how to do that.
All right, you got anything that you want to bring up? I mean, we got the live stream is popping with comments. So if you're listening to this on audio, go check us out on our YouTube feed and see what all these live stream people are talking about. It's pretty fun.
And I think and write some of them down because we'll talk about them.
We'll just scroll back.
I'll start talking about what I think.
All right.
One, I think there needs to be way earlier education on what athletic training is. I think there should be high school classes available to high schoolers.
That's a good one.
To know what it's like to be a healthcare provider that can provide basic tools to humans to improve their life and their like health. We have to admit that athletic training is not biomedical engineering, right? We are not theoretical like physicists. Like, we're not trying to take these incredibly complicated concepts and make them more complicated. We're trying to take a very complicated thing, the body, and make it simplified. Mm-hmm. If something hurts, what should I do to it? Imagine how many people would be better off. Not just the person learning athletic training, but the people surrounding you if we knew how to take care of basic injuries, if we knew how to take care of basic illnesses, how to take care of basic, like how to read a label on a medicine that is over the counter. There are people that don't understand how to do that, right? And so I think everybody has health class in high school, I think, and most of it surrounds around, this is what happens when, you put things in holes.
Whoa.
Right? But
Graphic.
if we had an option of learning more about a profession like athletic training when you're 15, 16 years old, maybe we would understand it more. Maybe it would advance the profession when you are in college or at a university, that you could actually not be starting from the basics and actually refining things. And now we don't need a master's.
Yeah.
Not because you could do athletic training 101 when you're 17. You totally can. You totally can.
Well, I have no master's. I think I can do athletic training.
So me neither. Yeah. So can I.
And we do have a couple people on the live stream who said that they offer some athletic training classes in high school and stuff like that.
And I think, and I know that that's,
you're saying you want more of that.
I want way more of it.
You want it to be.
I want it to be. Am I taking
French 102 or am I taking?
Correct.
Would it be French 102 or is it French 201? What
I don't
technically? Know. When you're second year of French, is that French? I would 102, 201.
In high school, it's probably just French,
French
2.
Okay,
French 2.
Okay.
Do.
Damn it. So that should be an elective, athletic training.
Absolutely.
It's like your second health class.
Yeah, like a second health class. Why do we have
AP health class?
Sure.
AP athletic training.
And we should teach it.
APTA. I'm just kidding.
No, I totally think that's number one. I think we need to educate people in athletic training at an earlier age so that it's common knowledge that this stuff exists. Because what do people think about like English class and math class? It's like these are the basic requirements to be a human and like have intelligence. That's what we think about high school education. I think athletic training should be something that's basic human like intelligence, and then we just expand upon it, because what athletic trainers do are they make healthier humans. We know the basics about like nutrition. We know the basics about like illnesses. We know the basics about like dermatology kind of stuff. We know the basics about psychology. And then we know a lot about how to like evaluate, treat, and rehab an injury, right? Which is more human movement stuff.
Say
which can help
say
all
those
of these
again.
other-
Say that again. I just
So like we know the basics about like say general illnesses,
Yep.
right? We know the basics about like psychology. We know the basics about like dermatology kind of stuff, like which you could throw in like the illnesses.
Mm-hmm.
We know like the basics. I probably said something else in there. But mainly what we know about is the evaluation, treatment, and rehab, and hopefully prevention of injury.
Orthopedic, like bones, muscles. Here's the thing.
That's the large part of it, right?
What I'm finding working my new position is we know way more than and I hinted at this last week. We know way more than most other professions think we do.
Totally.
Like, it's kind of cool how much we actually know. I feel like okay, so here's I guess my second thing. We have to get away from being the profession that just does modalities and treatments.
Sure.
We're so caught up in spending all of our time doing massages and cupping and all these modalities that we're not. I've said this probably 100 times on this podcast. I wanted to treat us like consultants.
Uh-huh.
If we could get into the consultant role where we're teaching people how to fix themselves rather than us trying to fix them, we're winning.
Totally. So my number two.
Oh, good.
My number two, Who does number 2 work for?
That was like one of our first episodes that
sure.
came in.
We need. I am so proud of all, and any athletic trainer that has ever worked with me that's listening to this right now, I'm a stickler for no matter what, you're an athletic trainer. Like if you went to athletic training school, you're an athletic trainer, right? But we need more athletic trainers in the non-traditional setting. We need more people doing what you did, doing what I did, showing people that what we are is the resource that people need. Case in point, literally today had a high school kid that the parents felt much more comfortable if I cleared them for activity from an injury than their doctor, then the PT that they've seen a couple times in the last month. But because I've seen this person more, and because I have a better grasp of what's going on, and because I've had real conversations with these parents, they've had a much better trust in what I say. And now I've created this little relationship with a family that has said, wow, you know what you're talking about.
So that goes back to the original point that I made is in this global practice act that we want, we should be the final decision makers in return to play.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, we each gave the live stream here, again, if you're listening to this on audio, you're going to want to go to YouTube and just, even if you scroll to the end of the show here and just go through all the comments, there's so many amazing comments from all these people who have joined us, whether they're OGs who have been here since the first live stream or they're brand new tonight. It's been really fun. I'll just summarize what they've been saying, and then we can wrap it up, because otherwise the show will go on for 150 hours.
1 million hours.
The two other big picture topics, 150 hours.
That's exactly how many hours this podcast has been on.
So the two general themes is the education side needs to do a better job of providing hands-on skills rather than book smart stuff. So education may need to be reevaluated and giving people more clinical experience.
Yes.
Rather than the books. That's just the only way I can say it is people want more clinical experience because they feel like they're coming out of school unprepared. And I'm sorry to the educators out there, I don't disagree with that. I felt like I learned the classes teach you the basics, and then you actually learn what you need to do once you get out of class.
Correct.
That's not the way it necessarily should be. And then the other big thing is the whole work-life balance, the hours, the salary, work-life balance compared to other professions. Again, we're always going to compare ourselves to other professions until we get our profession built the way we want it built. We're always going to be comparing ourselves to others. So let's stop doing that and let's build the profession the way we want it built so that they're comparing themselves to us. I'll just say it like that.
And I would say...
Damn, that motivated me for a second. Let's go. We're going to be the next presidents of the NHA.
Legitimately, though.
What you going to do, brother?
Oh, brother. Could you imagine that?
Can we get Larry Heck on here? I want to talk to him about his favorite athletes that he worked with in the WWE. I would have so much fun with that. That would be an interview I want to do. Larry, come on, man.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Let's go max out right now.
With
75-pound Hex barless.
Yeah, how much is on that Hex bar? How much is on it? Seriously though, look at the non-traditional setting. And I'm saying don't look at the non-traditional setting from just go work at a PT company. Go look at a non-traditional setting and be a physician extender so that the physician is like, wow, you guys are really smart. Go look at what I do. I own a clinic. I treat people. I am an athletic trainer. I do a very proprietary method to start, but the essence of everything I do is athletic training.
Yeah.
Everything. Well, and I'm only going to expand to do more rehab stuff, to do more strength and conditioning stuff. All I'm trying to do, literally my number one goal is to turn my clinic into an athletic training room so that everybody else can have that access. And one of the reasons that drives me to do this is so that athletic trainers are more and more respected in a community. So that an athletic trainer is not just the athletic trainer that everybody sees run out of the field, look at somebody, but we don't know what else goes on behind the scenes. But now mom and dad can come see you. Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. Don't be afraid to do it. There are athletic trainers graduating every single year that need jobs, and they will take those jobs. If you're happy at your job, stay at your job. But if you're not happy at your job, look at the non-traditional setting. Look at the emerging settings. Try to take that leap. It takes a lot of courage, and maybe squeezing that little butthole a little bit and like not spending as much money on a Starbucks or something like that, but it will be better in the long run.
I agree.
All right?
Yeah, get your friends to get you on this show. You know, and you were just saying, I've only been in the non-traditional setting. Hannah wants to know, and I quote, hold on.
I think you're married. I'm married.
It said, hold on. Last time I'm asking, is your friend slinging that weight around a daddy? I guess I don't know if he's a daddy.
I don't know.
I've only been in the non-traditional setting for a week, and it was cool because I've just been thinking about all the things that I'm going to learn, but that are still kind of like injections and stuff like that. And it's just the skill set is there to be able to do so many different things. It's just kind of cool.
I will remind people, right? When we talk to our athletes, we're looking for 2 to 5% improvement on something. Like when we're taking somebody through a rehab, we're taking somebody through a treatment, we're looking for these minor improvements that will change them from being able to be a good athlete to a great athlete, or to be able to not play and to play. With the rest of the world, those little improvements are like big improvements that go from, oh my God, I can't sleep ever, to I sleep all the time now. Oh my God, I can't pick up my grandkids. Now I can pick up my grandkids. Those are huge improvements to other people, and athletic trainers can do that.
Yeah.
And that is quality of life for everybody else.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very, very valuable thing. That's when all of a sudden athletic trainers are starting to get more praise and respect that they deserve, because they're affecting everybody else. They're not just working with athletes.
And I still think there's, well, I think as we have
athletes.
this, when we have this discussion, as we have this discussion, there's so much improvement that can happen in a traditional setting. It can still be a super, I found it the most rewarding thing I've ever done, working with the athletes and the teams and stuff like that. So we're not telling you to jump ship if you don't want to. It's,
No.
Again, pros and cons to every position.
Correct.
If you love what you're doing, that's great. Keep going. You know what, Kev? That's all we're gonna say. We could probably have
Otherwise,
we could have this. We'll have more of these discussions. So, if you are first time on the live stream tonight, thank you for joining us. We had a lot of fun with the new people. If you are an OG on the live stream, thank you for continuing to come out every week, because without you guys, we don't do it. So, everybody, we had a lot of fun tonight. Happy Thanksgiving. Hug your loved ones. Tell them you love them. I got nothing else. Just keep coming back every week and keep telling everyone to join us.
Remember, get your membership. Renewals are probably coming up. So if anything, ask somebody to just renew your membership. You don't want another sweater. You want a membership. You want a membership. Guide them to Candid Athletic Training.com.
We'll have an ugly podcast night,
ugly podcast
rather than an ugly sweater show.
Hey,
we'll do an ugly sweater show.
Listen, they're watching our faces every week. They know that this is an ugly podcast. So, therefore, go to CandidAthleticTraining.com. Check out those memberships. Check out the other stuff. You will get discounts if you sign up for a new membership or you renew your membership. Check out all the other gifts that we want to give you, like discounts on all your CEUs, right? MedBridge. We got Master Dry Needling. If you're like really desperate, you got to get that last course in. And then check out what I do, StructuralElements.com. Everybody else, we love you. Have a great night.
No, they're talking about double 6-inch,
No,
double
like
6-inch wide
girths.
wraps for 2 minutes. It's getting
Girths.
sexual on the podcast as always.
Wow. All right.
We'll see y'all later.
Bye.